Hey guys, and welcome back to the More Now podcast. I am one of your hosts, Zach.
Hello, and I am Dan.
He's the other one, by the way. So,
Yes, yeah, the other one.
So as always, before we get into this episode, go ahead, do us a favour, hit that like button if you find yourself enjoying this one. It really does help us out. We do appreciate it, and it does help to promote the podcast. And of course, Dan, what is promoting the podcast?
It's promoting the More One love.
Exactly. So, I think, as always, Dan, we're not going to break the streak. We're going to, of course, jump into the Moronic or Not section.
Cool. Yeah, let's begin.
Alright, so, if you guys are new here, this section is where we get 5 random words or short phrases from you lovely viewers, and collectively decide whether that word or thing is moronic or not. That can be the concept, it can be the thing itself, or it can be from one of our personal experiences. And the beauty of it is that it's entirely subjective, meaning you guys can have a different opinion, and it doesn't matter, because it's a bit of fun.
Right. First, well, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so the first one, we're going to start off with nothing.
Nothing?
Yep, that's literally the word that we've been given for the first one. Nothing.
Well, what is nothing?
Have you ever heard the phrase "nothing is better than eternal happiness" or something, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, a sandwich is better than nothing, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll take the sandwich.
Exactly, it's better than nothing. So
better than starving to death.
So by that definition, the sandwich is then better than eternal happiness. Because you said nothing is better than eternal happiness, but a sandwich is better than nothing.
Well, also I don't get is when people say, like, outside of the universe, it's just nothing. And it's like we try and comprehend what nothing is.
Yeah, because the thing is, nothing can mean two things, right? It can mean no thing, as in, like, something that's not a thing. Or it can also mean a thing that's empty. So if I've got a box, there's nothing in that box, right?
Yeah.
So in comparison, I've said no thing is better than eternal happiness. But then I said a sandwich is better than nothing, by which I mean a serving of no things on an empty plate, right?
Yeah.
But that conceptual jump from nothing to emptiness is bloody massive. Because to behold nothingness and to say that it is empty is to be a god. Because what is it in that scenario? You've just said it is empty. But the thing is, it is something that you've created that contains the nothingness. So you have gone from zero things to one thing, because there is now one thing containing that nothingness. And therefore, that is two things, because you've gone from 0 to 1. And by that definition, all numbers are created from nothing. Meaning numbers don't mean anything.
But going back to your point about the box, where you say, if you put nothing in a box, though, there is still, I know it's going to sound dumb, but it's still like oxygen.
Not in a vacuum. What's in space, Dan? Nothing.
But you can always go down to like quantum level, and there'll probably be some like particles and whatever.
There's nothing in space. There is no thing in space.
Yeah, but like shit, like at matter and all that like stuff. If you get down to like a very quantum level, there's like still something.
Let's have a look, shall we? Is there any form of anything in space? Let's have a look.
Well, I don't think that's a good question to ask Google, because they'll assume that's like planets and life and stuff like that. It's more you want to.
I'm just going to put: is there any particles in space? If I could spell particles, that'd be nice. Yep. Space is a near-perfect vacuum, meaning it has very few particles. The only things that exist are baryons or baryons. Definitely butchered that. Space radiation, photons, and electrons. They're the only things that exist. So, just radiation, apparently. A lot of radiation.
But it's like the universe itself, it's like a big ball that's expanding. But it's like you have to think about like what's outside of the universe. Obviously, it's just nothing, but how far does nothing go?
Exactly.
Which is the bit that we sort of don't get. We don't get the idea of infinite.
What is nothing then? Because nothing has to mean something, right? I've literally just said nothing is something.
Yeah, but we always make something out of nothing.
Exactly. So is that something moronic or not?
I'm gonna say not moronic.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not moronic because from nothing makes everything, right?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Well, that's an existential crisis in the first.
Nothing is not moronic.
Yeah, Dan, I think we might have just caused someone to have an existential crisis in the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
Speaking of existential crisis, go watch episode 18 or whatever that episode was.
Oh yeah, that was chaos.
Yeah, that was. God knows what.
Anyway, moving on.
What's the next one?
To something, funnily enough, eggs.
Oh, I thought it was something.
No. That would have been an intelligent thing for the person to do, but they didn't. They just said eggs.
Let's go eggs. So scrambled, boiled.
What's your favourite kind of egg?
Scrambled.
Really?
That's what I mainly have.
Huh.
I guess that, yeah.
I would either say a poached or a boiled.
Fried.
Poached or boiled are the best two.
I never really have poached egg.
It's good. Poached egg or boiled egg are the best two eggs. I don't know why. When I'm thinking of poached eggs, I for some reason think of Angry Birds. Well, I think that was like the first level name, I guess, in Angry Birds. I think it was just called poached eggs.
That's like the entire point of Angry Birds. You got to steal 3 eggs from a bunch of green
pigs,
globular pigs,
because they stole them from the birds originally.
Yeah, or something like that. It's really weird, that game.
Honestly, I love it though. Can you get Angry? Is Angry Birds still on the App Store? I don't think it is anymore, is it?
No, there might be like a revamped.
Right. Angry
version.
Birds. Let's have a look. So the original Angry Birds, from what I can tell, is not a thing. They've got Angry Birds Dream Blast, whatever the fuck that means.
There's a load
Angry
of
Birds 2, Angry Birds Friends, Red's First Flight. So basically, they've just brought back the old one, but with a different name. Angry Birds Transformations, Bad Piggies, which I think is just the opposite.
Yeah, Bad Piggies is probably my favourite one.
Angry Birds Journeys, Angry Birds Evolution. Bloody hell. How many versions of Angry Birds have they rinsed?
Bad Piggies is
Angry Birds Pop. Angry Birds Reloaded. Angry Birds Blast. Hey. Angry Birds AR. Angry Birds Match 3. What? Bro, Rovio or whoever came up with it, I think it was Rovio. Bro, they fell off. They got Angry Birds 1, they got big, and then they just created all this crap.
Some of the games are pretty good. Have you played Bad Piggies?
Nope. I played the original Angry Birds, and I think maybe one or two of the Lego Star Wars variants. Lego Star Wars variants? No, just one of the Star Wars variants, and that's about it.
Bad Piggies is pretty good because it's you've got to like build vehicles to get around like a track. It's like very sophisticated.
It's a racing game.
No, it's not racing at all. It is not racing at all. It's very hard to explain.
I've got Angry Birds on my original iPod, you know. It still works. It has to be plugged into a power source 24/7. But it still works. I can still run Angry Birds on it. Fuck it, I'm playing Angry Birds off this podcast.
It's just a nice, like, game to play when you're bored or whatever.
Yeah.
Or when you're, like, waiting for your train or
something
like that.
How have we got from eggs to bloody Angry Birds?
There's a poached eggs.
Yeah, I know. Alright, what are we saying for eggs?
I'll go not moronic.
Yeah, I'll go not moronic. I quite like them. I'm trying to think of a fun fact about eggs. I think an ostrich egg is the most expensive egg you can buy.
God only knows.
I think. There's a thing called a century egg that's basically like pickled in vinegar for a century. Apparently it's disgusting, which that doesn't exactly shock me considering, you know, it's an egg that's been in vinegar for a century. Yeah, not moronic.
What's the next one?
Hoodies.
Hoodies.
The things
you
wear during winter and when it's cold to provide yourself warmth.
Yeah.
I like a hoodie.
Well, of
if
course they're good
anyone
in
if
the
anyone
winter.
knows me as a human being,
It's like
yeah, you know I like hoodies.
whenever it's not April, May, June, July, or August,
No,
which I
April,
know is
May,
like
Dan.
5 months.
Dan, we're from the UK. April and May, it's still fucking freezing.
Well, I don't know April and May, but like June, July, August, those 3 months is like the only times we don't wear hoodies.
I don't know. July was pretty shit. Like I
It
went out
was
in a hoodie, shorts, and a
it was
t-shirt
for a bit.
with an
It was
umbrella.
for a bit. It did warm up like halfway through July.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, hoodies. I like them. I have several. Do you still have all your Leavers hoodies from school?
Oh, I think I might have one or two.
I've
I
got
have one of the
I've got Iceland, France,
oh
Poland.
the Iceland one. Yeah.
Iceland, France,
Oh
Poland,
God,
and
I don't
Leavers.
even
They're
know
the
if I
four I've
have.
got.
I think I might have that. I don't know.
The
I
ice
can't remember.
is it bad how the Iceland one still fits me, even after what, like 6 years? Fucking hell, it's been 6 years
You
since
choose the
Iceland.
large ones.
No.
Mine
Like
was like a large one originally.
no, mine wasn't a large. Mine is like a small. It
And then
still fits.
I
But it was
don't
big
know.
on me. But the thing is, it was big on me then, and now it fits. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like a hoodie. So not moronic.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah. I think this one's a given.
Yeah,
Yeah, so not moronic.
cool. Alrighty, orange flavored chocolate. Which I've just remembered by saying that. I put an orange twirl in the fridge yesterday. I should probably
Orange
take that out in a
twirl.
little while.
Isn't that
I'm
just
gonna eat
like
that.
chocolate orange?
It is, but it's a twirl.
Well, yeah, chocolate orange is. I think that's quite nice.
Yep, chocolate orange
You
is
got
alright.
the. Wasn't there the roses one? The chocolates roses.
I'm
They're
gonna
like
be
a
honest,
normal.
Dan. I haven't had those since I was about 7.
No,
I don't even remember
nice.
why
There
I
could be
had
like a
them.
strawberry one as well.
I'm just gonna take your word for it. To be honest, I haven't had roses in years.
I can't really think of much more orange chocolate.
Yeah, no. Orange twirl, chocolate orange. I think
Out there.
Lindor do one, or Lint, or how the fuck do you say that brand name?
Yeah, I can't really think of more, but
All right, orange chocolate.
all
Let's
the
Google.
orange for the orange chocolate that I've had so far. I mean, it seems alright.
Orange chocolate. Right, let's have a look. So yeah, obviously Terry's chocolate orange is the first thing that comes up. What else we got? We've got a bunch of recipes. Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Recipes.
I don't really want to make my own. I'd rather just buy it because it's there. Oh, have you ever had Terry's white chocolate orange mini egg things?
No.
You know what? I'm gonna quickly grab them because I've still got them from Easter. Give me a sec. I'm gonna quickly grab these fucking things. So give me 2 secs. So they are called Terry's chocolate orange white mini eggs,
I might have had them at some point, but I can't remember.
and they are bloody lovely. If you haven't had any, I'm pretty sure they were in Tesco's. I mean, they won't be at the moment because it's not Easter, and you know who the fuck sells mini eggs year round. But yeah, no. Around Easter, go into Tesco's, grab yourself some Terry's chocolate orange white mini eggs. They're very good. They're very good. If you like white chocolate, obviously. If you don't, then they won't be. But
I imagine it's not moronic then.
yeah, it's very not moronic. I like those. I need to go take my orange twirl out of the fridge at some point as well.
Next one.
The last one on the moronic section for this episode is rubber ducks.
For ducks.
Yep. A duck made of rubber is the best description I can have on that.
Well, you build them all across our Minecraft world. So
Yes, I do that, yeah. Giant rubber ducks. Yeah.
I think we're onto a full house.
To be fair, it actually could be the first full house. I don't know whether it is or not. Viewers, you'll have to let us know. It might be the first clean sheet of Not Moronics.
I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't see how they can be moronic.
I've seen a few that can be moronic. Mainly because of Poundland and Pound World and all of the various pound shops.
Oh yeah, didn't your World Cup pillow come from there?
What? I don't have a World Cup pillow.
The World Cup. No, you said there was a pillow that just had in black text World Cup.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a thing I did see in there. I don't have it. I never bought it. That made you sound like I bought it. I didn't buy that shit. I ain't spending my money on that. But yes, I think you're right. I did see that in there. Poundland does some weird and wacky
Poundland.
shit, including sex toys nowadays. The only reason I know that, by the way, for viewers, for context, you know how you walk into a shop and for some reason they've rearranged the entire thing?
Oh yeah.
So I walked into Poundland, went to the sweet section. Oh, it's now got dildos there. So it's definitely not. So it definitely wasn't the sweet aisle.
Right.
Obviously, they moved it. They moved the sweet aisle.
That's not really appropriate for kids.
Poundland don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, but they put it right where the sweet aisle used to be.
Yeah, well, just don't learn the aisles, I guess. I tell you what, I like Poundland. They do some weird shit, including weird rubber ducks. Like they will do a rubber duck for borderline everything. Also, for some reason, they're bloody massive. Whenever I've seen a rubber duck in Poundland, you know how like you get the standard rubber duck that can fit in your hat, the palm of your hand, generally.
Yeah.
These things are like fucking the size of your hands, like tip of your finger to tip of your finger. Like, they're fucking huge. For no reason. But yeah, you know what? Maybe if I can, I'll chuck up some images of some rubber ducks I've found from Poundland on the screen. Obviously for YouTube viewers only, or audio listeners. Yeah, you won't be able to see it because you're listening on audio. Pretty bloody obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, but I guess it's not moronic.
Yep, rubber duck's not moronic unless they're from Poundland. So wrap up. Nothing, not moronic. Eggs, not moronic. Hoodies, not moronic. Orange flavoured chocolate, not moronic. Rubber ducks, not moronic. Full House.
Nothing there was moronic.
No. Might be the first time? Question mark.
Double meaning. I don't know. We'll have to search through the archives.
Yeah. You know what, viewers? If you've got the time and want to waste your life, let us know in the comments down below whether it's the first Full House. Go back and listen to all the episodes and find out. Why do I feel like one sad bastard's going to do that? Actually, no. I scratched that. Why do I feel like you're going to do that? You've read the dictionary. What else did you do? You learned the capital of every country on Earth.
Oh yeah, the capitals I've done. Yeah.
Does that mean you know every country on Earth as well, by that definition?
Oh yeah, all UN recognised.
Bloody Nora.
There was like a Sporkle quiz where you had to like name all of them. It's actually like quite difficult because you
don't fucking say.
But like you tend to miss out like quite easy ones. Just I don't know. It's probably like due to the pressure because on the quiz you only had 15 minutes to like name. It was like 197.
Do you reckon anyone's ever missed out like London when they're from the UK?
Probably. I mean, I remember when I did the quiz. There's always like one or two like easy ones that I would just miss for whatever reason.
And viewers, just so you can understand the calibre of this man's fuckwittery, I'm going to put no cuts in this bit. This bit isn't cut at all, right? What is the capital of Lesotho? Lesotho, however.
Oh, it's like Mesuru.
Namibia.
Meseu. Namibia, that's Windhoek.
Azerbaijan.
Daku, I think.
Pakistan.
Islamabad.
Bolivia.
There's two in Bolivia, but the one that I learnt was La Paz. There's another one I think is Sucre. Sucre.
Yeah, viewers, that's just for you, so you can understand the calibre of this.
I don't know my Bolivian
Bullshit.
history. Like I think it changed. It's a bit like the one in Turkey, apparently. Like they changed it or whatever.
You know what? You know, did you ever play the game in geography where you have to try and guess all the countries in the world?
Not
GeoGuessr.
No, GeoGuessr is the location one.
Yeah. Why do I feel like you'd be weirdly good at that?
Yeah, that's Spawn Call. That's the one that I do.
You'd be the next fucking Rainbow. Watch.
The GeoGuessr one is my personal favourite because there's like people on Instagram that take it like really seriously.
Oh yeah, bro. There's world
And it's like-
championships of the stuff.
Oh, like the sun is like 32 degrees north, therefore we're in like Saudi Arabia.
Have you not seen a guy called Rainbow?
No.
He is like, I don't know whether he is, but I think he's the world champion of GeoGuessr. My guy knows everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like the clues that they pick up on.
Oh yeah, no. This guy just looks at it and goes, "That sand is red, therefore I'm in, I don't know, China."
Yeah, I mean it's
Rainbow. If you're listening, don't slate me if I got that wrong, which I know I did. Don't slate me. But yeah, there are genuinely people that are just have that much knowledge in their brain.
Oh, that reminds me. There was a guy playing GeoGuessr, and he saw like a takeaway restaurant on the side.
Right.
So he actually phoned up the takeaway restaurant to actually help him out with his GeoGuessr.
Oh my fucking god! You know what? I rate it.
Story, but he did actually do that. Yeah.
You know what, viewers? If you want to see me and Dan attempt to do GeoGuessr, let us know in the comments, and we will. We might do it. I think that'll make for an interesting bonus episode.
Yeah, I did pretty well in my GCSE geography, although it was COVID year, so.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I mean, I did a fair bit of GeoGuessr with my sixth form mates when I was in sixth form, obviously. It was really awkward because my politics teacher kind of walked in as we were playing GeoGuessr, but thankfully it was in the US, and there was a Trump sign, I guess, like right there, and he was like, "What are you lot up to?" And I just went, "Oh no, we're just revising our politics. Look, it's a Trump sign," and he laughed and walked away because obviously he knew we were taking the piss.
It's sixth form, isn't it? It's like,
yeah,
I think it gets to a point. I think it's like year 11 or whatever. It's like the teachers just stop caring.
Oh yeah, like he literally just looked at us and went, "Oh, I don't care enough to say stop," because we were doing it in the common room where there were like dozens of PCs and no one needed them, so we were like, "Hey, why not?" Great fun.
Yeah. Moving on. Is there any interesting facts you would like to present?
Oh, I've got as always, Dan. I've got an interesting fact. It's me.
I've got a few as well.
All right. I bet you can't top this. Right. So, the fastest man-made object in history. What was it?
Yeah. The what? The
fastest man-made object recorded in history. What is it?
Okay. It's got to be quite small.
Yep.
Well, it depends what they mean by objects.
Any man-made object. An object that is made by humankind.
It could be like a paper plane.
It's not. It's not a paper plane.
What is it? What is it?
It's a manhole cover. So,
how long did that take?
Well, actually, it was only recorded in one frame.
What?
So basically, in 1957, the US government was doing some some tests on on the effects of nuclear bombs in some like Nevada test site, and one of which was, I think it was called like Pascal B, right? Which basically involved detonating a nuclear bomb underground. And the only way up was through basically just a long shaft going up to the surface, right? And because they're intelligent, they put a steel bore cap over it, so a manhole cover. When the bomb was set off, obviously all the force went up that long shaft because it was the only way out. And it obviously blew the steel bore cap off, right? Right. And it's said to have been estimated to have flown off at around 125,000 miles per hour.
Jeez.
They don't know whether it burned up in the atmosphere. It might have done. It might not have done. It might be hurtling around space at 125,000 miles an hour.
Lovely.
And it might just crash into something at some point. Like
one for the aliens, that.
Can you imagine, right? you're in your spaceship, and you're just casually going about your day, flying about space, and then you just
Crash
get
into a
fucking
manhole.
clarted by a manhole cover going 125,000 miles an hour. Shit, you'd be fuming. And no, the funniest part about it is, Dan, it was deemed scientifically interesting. Yeah.
Well, anything's interesting to scientists.
Yeah, but the fact that they blew a manhole cover off at 125,000 miles an hour. And by the way, it was only recorded in one frame of the video.
Oh, right.
I don't know what its FPS was, but it was only, one frame, which just shows the speed of it.
Anyway, I'll
Top
see
it.
if my
Top
fact-
that, Dan.
Yes. So, this one's to do with toilet paper. For whatever reason, this man is called Dennis Malone, right?
Right.
Guess what he did with this toilet paper?
He wrapped it around the earth.
No.
Fuck.
He wrote the entire text of the 1851 novel Moby Dick on this toilet paper.
What the fuck?
It's about 200,000 words long. He just wrote it on this, and it took 6 rolls to cover the entire novel.
How long was this guy on the toilet that he was like, I'm just going to write Moby Dick? Fuck it.
Trouble is, that's all going to get used up and flushed away.
I mean, do you reckon he used it afterwards, or do you reckon he just didn't?
I have
use it?
no idea. I think it's in an exhibit.
So he
for
definitely
some
didn't use it.
reason.
Then. If he did use it, it's a bit of a shit exhibit, isn't it? See what I did there? Yeah, I'm funny.
Yeah,
But why? What purpose does that have? Like the nuclear test one, I can at least understand.
I don't even know how you would go about doing that.
You get a pen and you write on it.
Yeah, but it's toilet paper.
Yeah.
It breaks so easily. It's so hard to write stuff on there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't know.
I do have some more.
Oh Christ! Of course you do. Of course you do.
Okay. So this next person is called Ayana Williams. She lives in Texas. She spent 30 years growing her fingernails, so she just never cut them.
I've read about this woman. I thought I recognised the name.
Do you know?
She holds the world record, right?
Yeah. Do you know the length?
It was something like, I'm gonna get this wrong because I haven't seen it in about 4 or 5 years. Wasn't it something like 4 or 5 meters?
It was it's way more. No, it's a bit more than that.
Was it? I can't even remember now.
7.33 meters.
I wasn't far off.
Kind of. Well, you're another meter or 2 out. But
I mean, yeah, that is fucking mental.
yeah, her fingernails. It's
why is my main question again?
I
Why?
I really don't know.
It pisses me off when my fingernails are like, I don't even know, like, you know when your fingernails get a bit long, and you are just like, okay, they need to be trimmed.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It pisses me off when they're too long, when they're at that point. How did you do it for 30 odd years?
They were probably going for the record deliberately, but
I mean, yeah, probably, but sod that.
I don't know.
Imagine going to a job interview, right? You turn up and you're just fucking fingernails are dragging behind you. So they're like, oh, so do you have any special talents or anything? Yeah, I grew my fingernail for 30 years.
I've also found one more as well.
Oh
right.
God.
So this woman is oh God, here we go. Nilanshi Patel of Madhusur, Gujarat, India.
Oh, we love butchering names on the Morning Hour.
Yeah.
We love it.
So she stopped cutting her hair when she was 6.
Okay.
It's a bit less I'd say less extreme because she's only a teenager. The other woman is like an elderly woman.
She's trying to be the real life Rapunzel or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like her length is 6 foot. So it's like
honestly, that's only 2 meters. I know
That's
that's. I
taller
say
than
that.
the average man.
I know. I say that's only 2 meters, but compared to the fingernails one, it's a bit. It's toned
Yeah,
down.
but if she stood her hair on the ground and like I don't know, it would be taller than the average man.
Yeah,
It's 6 foot.
that's mental.
Yeah, that's
I just don't. I still don't understand why. Is she going for a world record, or is she just doing it because she can't be asked? Or is it or a haircut's that expensive in India?
in India. I don't know. I really don't know people's motivations when it comes to like some world records.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to get a world record in my lifetime. I'm never
I'm
gonna.
not saying like
I'm never gonna do
shit
it,
like
and it's
that.
never gonna happen. Maybe for the world's shittest podcast. Who knows? But genuinely, why? Isn't there's a guy?
No.
There's a guy called Ashrita Furman, I think.
Oh yeah, you
He
spoke
holds.
about it.
Yeah, I think I spoke about him a bit before in the podcast, but basically he holds the world record for holding the most world records. Ashrita
That's
Furman.
pretty nuts.
I'm googling this guy
I
now.
spoke about
Yeah,
this guy.
Ashrita Furman. He was born in 1954, and he holds the most. Yeah, he's the most prolific world breaker. So he's set more than 600 records and currently holds over 200 of them.
Jesus.
They cover a
Christ.
huge breadth of categories and an assortment of talents, varying from intrepid expeditions up the side of Mount Fuji by pogo stick. I'm sorry, fucking what? He went up the side of Mount Fuji by pogo stick.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and they've compared that to spinning insanely large hula hoops around the body. Which one do you reckon's more impressive, Dan? Hula hoops or Mount Fuji on a pogo stick?
I guess probably pogo sticks because they're quite hard to ride, but I don't know.
You're saying I don't, bro? You're fucking waffling.
No, but it's like with the pogo stick, it's hard to do, but like with a bit of training, then like pogo sticks probably won't be as hard. But I don't know. Actually, actually doing that is pretty impressive. I'll probably go pogo stick.
I mean, yeah, obviously that was kind of what I was going
Mount
for.
Fuji stick.
In 2013, he achieved the longest duration balancing a chainsaw on the chin. It's since been broken apparently. It doesn't say by who. Oh, yeah, no. Like, I want to. Right, so he basically apparently his motivation started in the early 1960s when he was a child. He developed an overwhelming fascination with the annual Guinness World Record book. And then he went, he quoted, this is a quote from him, "Maybe the fact that I was born 4 days after the Guinness World Records book was first conceived in September 1954 has something to do with it."
Oh, right.
That's apparently what he said.
That's interesting.
And he also said, "I remember pouring through those books as a kid, filling my head with all those spectacular superlatives."
Wow.
I want to know how many he's attempted. Because obviously, attempted.
World records is a hard skill to get
good at,
because it's just so diverse.
Oh yeah, like honestly, the stuff he does is mental. I used to watch a program before school on Guinness World Records. This guy would come up, I swear to God, every day. It's like, oh, this guy's broken yet another one. What a shock.
It's like something they'll put on Blue Peter.
On what?
Blue Peter is like a show that's been around for like years.
I'll take your word for it. You know what? Let's have a look at his
You've
current...
never heard of Blue Peter?
No.
That's like a national like TV show. It's very, very big in this country.
I'll take your word for it.
How on earth have you never heard of Blue Peter?
Because I don't fucking watch TV, Dan.
It's been on since 1958.
Doesn't mean I should have watched it. Fucking Doctor Who's been on since fucking 30s, and I haven't watched that.
It's been on since 1963. This is older than that.
I still haven't watched it. Right, I'm gonna see if I can see his current.
His Doctor Who episodes.
What?
I said I've watched some 1963 Doctor Who episodes. I've seen the very first. Well, I say very first episode, but the very first one on BBC iPlayer. It's like the second ever story.
All right. I've got the list of his current world records. There's 200 apparently. I'm not going to go for them all. I'll just go for a few, because otherwise we'll be here all day. Right. Longest continuous distance while somersaulting, 12 miles, 390 yards. He did that in April 1986.
12 miles of just somersaults?
Yeah, apparently.
How the hell do you... Oh my God.
I don't fucking know. Longest duration pogo sticking jumping underwater, 3 hours 40 minutes in January 1987 in Peru. Hopscotch, yes, underwater. Hopscotch, most games played in 24 hours, 434, March 1998 in Mexico. Milk bottle balanced on head, longest continuous distance, 80.95 miles in April 1998. Pogo stick jumping on steps, fastest time up CN Tower. Don't know what CN Tower is. In 1,899 steps in 57 minutes 51 seconds in July 1999. Brick carrying with one hand 9 pound, in brackets 9 pounds. That's obviously the weight. Longest continuous distance is 85.05 miles in October 1999. Fastest mile somersaulting, 19 minutes 11 seconds. Sack racing, fastest time for 10k is an hour 22 minutes 2 seconds. Skipping like children without a rope, fastest time for a marathon is which is 26.2 miles. He did it in 5 hours 55 minutes 13 seconds in August 2003. Let's look at his most recent one.
People do marathons in like 4 hours.
Right, his most recent one was most knives caught in 1 minute in May 2014. How many do you reckon he caught?
How many knives caught within
1 minute? In 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yep.
Oh my God. Like 300?
No, fucking hell. 54.
Oh.
300 knives caught in a minute. That's bro, that's like more than 3. That's like 4 per second.
I thought they just like throw them, like someone throws them like
no
continuously, 90 miles an hour, and it's just like catch them, throws them behind them.
No. Bro, inflating balloons to 8 inches diameter, the most in 1 hour. Guess how many?
Most in 1 hour. Is it in the hundreds?
Yes.
300 again?
671.
600. Oh.
Underwater unicycling, longest distance of 1.3 miles. Inflating balloons with nose.
This guy's lung
most in 3 minutes. 28.
This guy's lung capacity.
Bro, he inflated 28 balloons with his nose in 3 minutes.
With his nose. Oh.
Lawnmower balancing on chin. Longest duration. 5 minutes, 1.53 seconds. Catching ping pong balls with chopsticks. 32 in 1 minute. Apple cutting with a samurai sword. 29. World's largest tennis racket. 50 feet 3 inches long. 16 feet 8.6 inches wide.
What? Oh my gosh.
Jumping rope underwater. Most jumps in 1 hour. 1,608. So 1,608. Milk bottle balancing on head. 2 hours, 33 minutes, 28 seconds. Fastest half. Wait, that was with. So hold on. Milk bottle balancing on head. Fastest half marathon with litre bottle full of milk. 2 hours. 2.5 hours, sorry.
Right.
Balancing object. Just object on chin. Oh, the tallest object on his chin. 68.95 feet. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what.
How do you train for this?
You know what? Mr. Ashrita Furman, fair fucking play.
I
You've
guess
done the most random shit. And
I know.
fair play.
I guess you sort of get good at like some things and then you choose like world records sort of surrounding those
Right.
things.
Do tell me how you get good at inflating balloons with your nose.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
even
like,
want to attempt that.
how do you increase your lung capacity or stuff to do with that? Because obviously if you like try and get really good lung capacity, you could do like quite a lot of world records with that. So like blowing balloons or like stuff to do with underwater, you know, like the pogo stick one.
Yeah.
And some of his ones was also to do with pogo sticks.
I tell you what,
So,
this is quite a funny one. Right, fastest mile while stilt walking with spring-loaded stilts. He did it in 7 minutes 13 seconds.
Jesus.
He did a mile in 7 minutes on stilts.
Yeah, this guy
with springs in them. Golf ball bouncing on golf club. Longest duration, an hour 20 minutes 42 seconds. Juggling on a pogo stick. Greatest distance, 4 miles 30 feet. You know what, viewers? If you want to go to this guy's website so you can see all of the ones I've listed and look at some others, right? I'm gonna put the link to his website in the description. Right? Just go look at it. It's fucking mental. Right, he even on the top of his website, he's dubbed Mr. Versatility. But you know what? I think it's valid. I think that's valid. Don't you?
Yeah, I mean it's insane.
Bro, this guy slicing potatoes while hopping on a shovel. 38 in 1 minute.
How many people do you think like attempt?
Shortest usable pogo stick. 18 inches 18.6 inches.
Jeez. Anyway, you got any other interesting facts?
Bro, I'm more interested in this guy now.
How
You know
many has
what?
he done again?
Over 200 currently.
Bloody hell.
I mean, no, he's done over 600, but he holds 200 or over 200.
Oh, yeah. I imagine like some of them have been broken. by other people.
Yeah. I assume they've been broken since then, and he's just gone, I don't want to do it again. Or he just hasn't gotten around to it. Who knows? But are you very superstitious as a person?
Why is that?
So, can you not walk over a drain? Because apparently that's a thing.
Yeah, I can walk over a drain.
Do you have to, I don't know, eat a certain amount of food? Like, do you have to eat an even number of sweets or something?
No.
Do you have to itch both elbows or something? Like, if you like bang your elbow on if you bang one elbow, do you have to bang the other one?
No.
Do you have to keep the volume on your TV at a certain interval?
No.
So, like the TVs, is it either like twos or fives?
I sort of try and keep it under like 30, but
no, I don't mean the actual volume. I mean I do it in multiples of twos or multiples of fives. So I go 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, so on and so forth.
I honestly just do until I think it's good.
So you could just go on a 7, can you? You can just go rogue and go on like a 7 or a 9.
Yeah.
You can go on a 9 or a 1. So you could do like 39 or 41.
Well, my one is around 30 is sort of what we normally go for.
You know what I
And
mean though? Like
50
you can
is
have
just
it.
loud.
You can have it on like a 1 or a 9.
Or like a random number.
See, that to me is weird.
No, not
I couldn't do it. 7s you can get away with sometimes, but no, the other one, no, the 9s, the 1s, and the 3s I can't deal with. I don't know what it is.
What
It
about,
just
like,
doesn't seem right.
What about like phone volume? Because it isn't really like a number.
Yeah, no, just whatever suits.
Yeah.
Whatever suits on that one. But yeah, you don't have to do that stuff at all.
No, I don't do that at all. No.
Oh, weird. Because I used to have the thing where if I bang my elbow on one side, I've got to do it on the other. Like, I used to have to do that, but I don't anymore. I don't know what changed, but I just don't. Although I still kind of have that, actually, with my fingers sometimes. You know when, like, you just scratch your finger on something purposefully?
No. Scratch your finger on something purposefully.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what a good example is. It isn't a bit weird. I mean, it is nothing weird. The armrest of your chair. You know when you like slightly clip it with your hand. When you go to get up, your hand slides off. You then got to do that on the other side to balance it out, kind of thing.
Kind of. I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah, like do you see the reasoning behind it? I don't know what it is. I don't know whether that's a sign of autism or like some other condition. I don't know. Someone will probably say in the comments like, "Oh, that's actually the meaning of."
I guess OCD is probably the most similar.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it is. I don't have any of that stuff. Well, not that I know of anyway. I haven't been tested. Don't really care enough to be tested, to be honest. You know, it is weird, that kind of thing to me. Because like, there's some people. I saw a guy the other day when I was just going out to grab lunch at work, and he wouldn't step on any of the drains. Even if there was someone walking the opposite way, he'd like walk around the drain, and I don't understand that. What is that about?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm gonna Google it. Why do people not walk over drains? Because I'm genuinely curious now.
I reckon it might just be
Why
OCD.
do people not walk over drains? What? That's a fucking surgical drain. What the fuck?
Hey, what
Right, so I type in, why do people not walk over drains? First thing it comes up with, they can cause problems like infection around where the drain comes out, or when they can interfere with things healing inside your body.
Some people might be scared that might actually happen if you walk over a drain.
What, you're just going to have a fucking drain put into you? Okay, right, apparently it's only a Londoners thing. I just got onto a subreddit and said, can someone please explain why born and raised Londoners won't walk under road signs or on the pavement? Basically, as kids, when someone walked between the two poles, everyone called you gay for walking under the batty man's leg.
What?
Pretty sure no one over the age of 20 does this, though. Okay. Apparently that was a thing. I'm going to ask various people older than me. I'm going to ask all my colleagues to see if they think that's a thing. Back in school, oh yeah. Apparently it's just apparently if you walked under it, you were just gay. It would seem.
That's so stupid. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. Yeah, someone said something similar. If you walk between two trees, you're gay. Okay, cool. Reddit's a weird fucking place, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, apparently it might have something to do with Final Destination. I've seen a few people say like Final Destination style in these comments. Yeah, this guy said. This guy said I have intrusive thoughts. Final Destination style. If I walk under the sign, it will definitely slide down and slice me in half.
Oh, that.
Apparently. Yeah, now I'm just getting a bunch of fucking drain adverts. Great. Okay, wait. Yeah. So I've just seen another one. Going out of my way to not walk over 3 drains and get bad luck, or walk on 2 drains and get good luck. What? Someone's housemate at university introduced me to this concept. They hate them. But step on a crack, break your mum's back. You ever heard that? I've heard it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
And I never fucking did it because it's obviously bullshit. I thought it was just OCD. Is this acceptable in British behaviour? I thought it was mandatory behaviour. Yeah. A lot of people avoid walking on triple drains, and they will often push each other to the other side of the pavement to avoid them.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's...
But apparently, but double drains are fine? What? Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, what? Okay. Viewers, if any of you understand that, do tell. Because what the fuck? Or if you agree with all the Reddit stuff I just read out, let us know. Let us know on everything we've asked about during this podcast. I feel like it's very heavy on the viewers this time around, but get involved. Come on. You know what? I think that's a good place to end it, on the weirdest fucking shit imaginable. So, if you guys have enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.
See ya.